So I welcome you all to this session. I am Itish Mishra from Department of Mechanical Engineering. So today we will discuss your chapter 2, that is Law of Thermodynamics. Okay. So these are the contents. Then what is the law of thermodynamics? So basically we will discuss zeroth law, first law and second law. What is the application of first law and what is the application of second law, and we will discuss some problem in this chapter. Okay. So first we will discuss what is state and explain the zeroth law of thermodynamics. What is zeroth law? The zeroth law of thermodynamics states that if two thermodynamic systems are each in thermal equilibrium with the third one, then they are in thermal equilibrium with each other. Accordingly, thermal equilibrium between system is a transient relation. Is a transitive relation. Why it is a transitive relation? Because to make the two system in thermal equilibrium, there should be some heat will be transferred from the system, from one system to another system. So heat, we know that heat is a transit form of energy. So if three systems are in thermal equilibrium, that means some of the heat will be transferred between system A to system B, system A to system C, or system C to system B. So heat transfer is a transitive form of energy. So thermal equilibrium between the system is a transitive relation. That's why it was mentioned. So I am giving the explanation. Suppose consider the three body, that is system A. Consider three systems, system A, system B and system B. You can see the diagram. Between system A and system B, there is an insulator. That means between system and system B, there is no heat transfer because of insulator. Clear? But system A at system C, there is a conductor. From system B and system C, there is a conductor which can conduct the heat. Okay. So consider three systems A, B, C that initially are not in thermal equilibrium. System A, system B and system C, all three are not in thermal equilibrium initially. Then we separate A, B system as a adiabatic wall, or you can say insulator. But we let system C to interact with the system A and system B. Then we wait until thermal equilibrium will be reached. Then A and B are each in thermal equilibrium with the C. How? Between A B there is no heat transfer, but between A C there is heat transfer. Between C to B there is heat transfer, because A to B there is a conductor and C to B there is a conductor. And what we say? We say that they all system A, B, C, all three are in thermal equilibrium with each other. Clear? So that is your zeroth law of thermodynamics. It will say thermal equilibrium. Zeroth law of thermodynamics will basically give us the content of thermal equilibrium. Then we will discuss, before going to the first law, we will discuss what is your flow and non-flow system. So as the name says, flow means some mass will be in and some mass will be out. That is your flow system. The processes undergone by a fluid in open system are called flow system. What do you mean by open system? Previous chapter we will discuss what is open system. The mass interaction is there. Mass in and mass out, and energy interaction is there. That is known as your what? Open system. So the process which undergone by fluid in open system are called flow process. So in flow process there is continuous flow of fluid from one region to another region. So we can say the example that flow through a pipe, flow through a conduit. So that we can say that is a flow system. What is non-flow system? The process undergone by a fluid in closed system are called non-flow system. Though energy will be cross the system boundary, but there will be no mass interaction, that system is known as your what? Non-flow system. So in non-flow system there is no mass interaction between the system and surrounding. So basically we can say that is a type of closed system. This is a type of open system. Okay. Then next we will go for first law of thermodynamics. What is the statement and what is the explanation, that we will discuss. First law of thermodynamics. It is the statement of law of conservation of energy, and also to this law heat and work are interchangeable. This statement is law of conservation of energy. What is law of conservation of energy? Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Only it transfer from one form to another form. So what we read in this law? Heat and work are interchangeable. That means heat will be converted to work or work will be converted to heat. That we will discuss. This law may be stated as follows. First, case 1. First law thermodynamics for a cycle. What do you mean by cycle? Cycle, when a process or a processes, any process undergone such a process that in such a way that the initial and final position of the process and processes are same, initial and final condition are identical, that is known as your cycle. So what is the first law of thermodynamics for a cycle? Heat and mechanical work are mutually convertible. This law said that heat and mechanical work are mutually convertible. That is for cycle. What is the statement? When a closed system undergoes a thermodynamic cycle, the net heat transfer is equal to net work transfer. That the much heat you are given to the cycle, that much of work you can get. The total heat input, heat output, work input, work output, all the heat interaction is equal to all work interaction. That will be given as the first law of thermodynamics for a cycle. In other words, we can say cyclic integral of heat transfer is equal to cyclic integral of work transfer. Mathematically, this is the cyclic integral of del Q is equal to cyclic integral del W. Why I am writing del Q and del W? Because heat and work are the path function and is at the inexact differentiation. So I can write del W and del Q, where del Q, cyclic integral of del Q is the net heat transfer during the cycle. Cyclic integral of del W, net work transfer during the cycle. This will be represented stands for cyclic integral. What are the explanation? Let a system undergone a cyclic process from 1 to 2. See the diagram, PV diagram, 1 to 2, 2 to 1. Where 1 to 2 is a process and 2 to 1 is a process. So Q1 amount of heat will be added from 1 to 2 and Q2 amount of heat will be rejected from 1 to 2, 2 to 1. And W2 amount of work will be input from 2 to 1 and from 1 to 2 W1 amount of heat will be out or work produced. Q1 amount of heat will be added in the 1 to 2 process. Q2 amount of heat will be rejected from 2 to 1 process. W2 amount of work will be input given to the 2 to 1 process and W1 amount of work will be produced in 1 to 2 process. So basically we know that heat input is your positive quantity, heat output or heat rejection is a negative quantity, work input is a negative quantity, work produced is a positive quantity. So this is a cycle 1 to 2, 2 to 1. So net heat transfer, what are the interaction? Q1 minus Q2 is equal to W1 minus W2, because work produced is positive, work input is your negative. So W1 is the work done by the system along 1 to 2, W2 is the work done on the system. Accordingly, the first law of thermodynamics undergone a cycle, net heat transfer Q net is equal to net work transfer, that is W net. For a cycle, Q net is equal to Q1 plus minus of Q2. Why minus of Q2? Because Q2, see that Q2 heat rejection at state 2 2 to 1 process, that is a heat rejection. We know that heat rejection from the system is known as your what? Negative. So what is the net heat transfer? Q1 minus Q2. Okay. W net, what is the W net? W1 amount of heat will be, work will be produced and W2 amount of work you have to given to the system. So work produced is positive and work input is your negative, W1 plus minus of W, that is W1 minus W2. So according to first law of thermodynamics for a cycle, net heat transfer Q1 minus Q2 is equal to W1 minus W2. So where you can utilize this formula, suppose Q1, Q2 given, W1 given and you have to find out W2, you can find out. Suppose W1, W2 is given and Q2 is given, you can find out Q1. So in this way you can use this formula for calculating any of the heat or any of the work in a cycle. Clear? The first law of thermodynamics for a cycle, that is net heat transfer is equal to net work transfer. When the system is undergone a cycle. When the system is undergone a cycle.